Hello and welcome to the Counter Attack. This week's burning question is FA Cup this week, and as a player, me and Jose have been there. Would you prefer to be in the top four, Jose, or win the FA Cup?
If it's the first time, you are in a team. Obviously, depends the team you are playing for. You asking me when I used to play for Newcastle. Right now, as a Newcastle player, I would like to win the FA Cup, to be honest with you. I would really like to win the FA Cup. If it's Liverpool, obviously you want to win a trophy as well, but top four is 100% you have to be in the top four. So I'm not sure what you think, but I think depends where you play. But winning a trophy is always winning a trophy. That's the truth. So would you rather be 10 years in the Champions League or with 10 FA Cups in your like when you finish your career? I would rather to have 10 FA Cups than playing just in the Champions League 10 years. No, what do
Yeah,
you
I
think?
think. Don't you think for the big clubs though, like they just see it now as it's more important to be in the top four. Like Champions League. Getting
Yeah,
coefficient points, being amongst the elite. I feel like they see it as more of a trophy, more important than the FA Cup. For me, I'm the same as you, Jose. Give me 5 FA Cups all day long. When you retire, no one's going to remember how many times you was in the Champions League. It's
yeah,
about how many times, how many trophies you got, what you won. And if you say you're
yeah,
an FA Cup winner, that goes down as a remarkable success.
yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
finishing
It
the
is.
top four 3 times. All right, who cares?
Yeah, I
But
agree. I
that's
agree
the,
with
the
you.
problem is
But
where the game. That's where the game's gone, isn't it? Like Champions League is everything.
yeah, it's true. But at the same time, why is everything for the clubs? Because of the money. Because all the money that brings to the club. If you play Champions League, obviously the income is it's much higher. But I think it depends the club. Now, for example, you asking Liverpool fans this year after last horrible year, they probably will say to play Champions League next year because they see Liverpool as a possibility of winning Champions League next year. Newcastle, I think they will prefer to win the FA Cup. They don't want a trophy for a very long time. But I think you and I were in the same page. I'm retired now. You are as well. I would rather to have 10 FA Cups, or well, obviously that's a lot, but 3 FA Cups than play 3 years in the Champions League. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like 100%.
If you're playing now, though, and say you was at Newcastle now, Jose, you was the captain of the football club, and you got right. Well, if you're going to finish this season, you're going to finish second, or you're going to finish fifth, but you're going to win the FA Cup. What are we taking?
What do you mean, as a Newcastle player or Liverpool player?
Newcastle.
Newcastle, I would rather win the FA Cup.
All right,
And if
Liverpool.
and at Liverpool depends, obviously, because I'm counting in my part. But if it just was this year, I never played before, and it's my first season, everything like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
Liverpool,
but
I would
Newcastle, but
like to play
Newcastle,
Champions League though.
but Newcastle this year, mate. Really and truthfully, the Champions League is more important than the FA Cup.
It is. The Champions League is always more important than apart from the Premier League, I think, and even from the Premier League, but it's more important than FA Cup or Carling Cup, yeah. But like you say, if you are a player and you never won anything or play Champions League ever, if you never play Champions League, you probably say, yeah, I would like to play Champions League. But then, as a retired player now, like you say, how I will be remembered now? You are a pundit now, what they will say, no, he played 1 year in the Champions League,
Yeah, yeah,
or
I know.
he's an FA Cup winner.
FA Cup winner. I know. No, no, mate. I totally agree with you. You see it so many times now. Pundits and that they come on what and you just show their honours.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
ain't gonna show. Oh, you qualified for the Champions League. No one cares.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Games change.
but as a player, I agree with you. Maybe you say, well, I will want to play the Champions League. I
Mm.
want to play. I
Let
agree with that.
Yeah. Let me tell you now. A lot of teams will be resting players and playing weakened sides. They don't care about the FA Cup no more. It's not important.
Yeah, it's true. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Jose, we're halfway through the season. We've got to talk about a halfway team of the season. We'll do a combined 11. This is going to be difficult. We've got to agree on this. I don't know how. We never agree on anything. But look, let's start with the goalkeeper. I'm going to go with Spurs' keeper, Vicario. I think he's been brilliant. Great signing. Been in top form. I think he deserves to be in there. I think he's coming and shown that he's a top class keeper under real pressure.
Yeah, he deserves to be there, but Alisson, listen, is you can't compare,
Oh,
mate. Come
Allison
on,
gets in it
come on.
every year, mate. Come
Yeah,
on.
but it's how it is. Other
I know,
position,
mate, but no one cares.
I know which position we are going to agree, and I think it's the left back. But the goalkeeper, mate, I think Alisson is undoubted, the best goalkeeper probably in the world. I don't think you can even take him. I know the one from Tottenham is having a
Mate,
great season,
Vicario's
but
is ever, come on, mate. Vicario's been top.
Liverpool will not be in the position they are at today without Alisson. Today, in this season,
Oh,
we're talking just in this
mate, you've
season.
got Salah, mate. You're
I don't
winding me
care.
up. You put him in any
I,
team in the world, they're going to be near the top.
no, but I don't care. I don't care. I cannot give you that one. I will give you others, but the goalkeeper Alisson, no, no, I cannot give you Alisson. Sorry, Jamie. Other
All right.
one, I'm gonna give it to you.
I mean, I can't. I'm not going to argue with you over, a goalkeeper. It's not even the first one. Like, well, it is the first one. Allison then, go on in. Allison goes in, whatever. Who's left back then? You're saying we're going to agree on this. Who are you saying?
Uduguay. I go for Uduguay from Tottenham. I love him.
Yeah, Udogie, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I think he's been fantastic this season.
Yeah.
I think he's been fantastic. I think he has everything to be world class. That's the truth. He has everything, and this half season probably has been the best one. Robertson, you cannot say anything because he's been injured most of it now.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not even an argue. And the rest of the left backs, it's been other good left backs, yeah, but not at the level of him. I don't think
Yeah.
so. I'm not sure what you think.
No, I agree. Yeah, he's been different class, mate. I mean, can't really add any more. He's been class, top signing, and then just got to keep him fit. That's all it is. He can pick up
Yeah,
injuries and keep him fit. He's what a signing he's been. Centre
yeah,
halves then. I mean, look, Saliba and Van Dijk. I mean, really and truthfully,
yeah.
Van Dijk's had a massive comeback this season. I think he's been brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. It's never gonna be, I think, with the season that we all know that he was obviously unplayable, but even then, I think it's getting close to that. Like you say, it's still this season is like, okay, this is the Van Dijk I remember. At Liverpool. In his second season. It's like, okay, he's back. The 100%. And Saliba has been a monster. I think he's been fantastic as well. I love him. I love him. I really
Yeah,
like Saliba a lot. A lot.
yeah. They've both been class. I mean, this might surprise you, but right back, I'm going to go Trent.
Yeah. Well, not surprise me because at the end, what are you gonna put him in midfield? Obviously, midfield is his other options, and really, he's not been playing as a midfielder. He's playing as a right back, and as a right back, is no one that can provide what he provides.
Yeah.
Wow. It's true that defensively is a weakness. It's true, but offensively is
You know what? I've watched him this year, and you know what? He's not this shocking defender that everyone makes out. Like he is a decent defender. Yeah, he gets done, but you've also got to remember you're playing in the Premier League against some of the best wingers in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
but for me, sometimes Jamie is not the way that he's done. Sorry, not the way he defends. It's the way he's done. Sometimes it looks like he's letting the wingers pass.
yeah,
That's
I know.
what
Yeah,
made me mad. It's not like sometimes it doesn't look like he's even trying. You
yeah, I know
understand?
what you mean.
That was made me mad. Because if he tries, you can see when he tries, like you said, he's actually not such a bad defender. He's not a bad defender. I don't think so, at least. I don't think he's, oh my God, how bad he is. No, I actually believe he's a normal defender. He's not bad. But the problem is when he doesn't want to, that is most of the times, because he doesn't want to play as a right back anymore, in my opinion,
Yeah,
is, oh my God, you just want to fucking kill him, literally, but it's like you say, what he offers offensively, it's impossible to don't play him. It's
yeah.
impossible to.
In midfield, mate, who are we going with? Declan Rice, I think obviously he's got to be in there. What a signing! He's been 100 million. Look, mate, he might have gone off the ball a touch in the last few games, but he deserves to be in there 100%.
I agree with you. The only thing I'm not sure because strikers they've been really good as well. I'm not sure if you want to go for 4-3-3, 4-4-2. I'm not sure what's your opinion on that as well.
4-3-3, I think. Yeah, I mean, with a number
Okay.
10. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, like,
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whatever you choose, I'm happy with for
well, who
once.
else is in midfield for you? I was going to put Basuma in there because I think Basuma's been unbelievable. Everyone kind of forgot about Basuma. And then, people have understood this year how good this player is. Like for me, he's been absolutely sensational. He's completely transformed Tottenham's team. And like the first 10 games of the season, he was the best player in the Premier League in midfield.
Yeah,
He was outrageously good.
but for me, I don't know. Yeah, Bissouma, but then you put him ahead of Douglas Luiz, for example.
Who?
Douglas Luiz
Oh,
from
come on,
Aston
mate.
Villa.
Come on, mate. Yeah, he's all right, but Bissouma's come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Well,
Come on.
listen,
Do you
you
look
accept
up?
the one. If
Listen,
you accept
are
the
you
one
made for
keeper,
Douglas
I'm
Luiz or
gonna
something? Douglas Luiz. That's like left field. That mate. Come on.
listen. If you are Arsenal, if you are Manchester City, if you are Liverpool, any of these teams, they will go for Douglas Luiz before they go for Bissouma.
Because they can't have
But
Bissouma because Bissouma's at a big club.
no, what? Sorry, it's a big what?
It's a big club.
So you
Bissouma wouldn't
come.
leave. There's no way Bissouma would leave to go anywhere else at the moment. Bissouma's been unbelievable for Tottenham.
I mean,
He's unreal.
Bissouma have one of these teams I'm talking about, and he will fly. He will walk. From London, he will walk to Liverpool or even United. He will walk. He said, "Listen, don't put a flight, train, bus, nothing. I walk. I walk with the shirt already on. Don't worry about it. you know? Come on, don't put Tottenham in this level. But
I mean,
changing
Douglas
that,
Luiz, yeah, he's been good, but he's not the player I'd pick out from Aston Villa. I'd say Ollie Watkins, like, would stick him up front. But do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say Douglas Luiz is someone that I'd go, yeah, he's been the standout performer. Nah,
I
come
like
on, mate.
Douglas
I'm not
Luiz a
having
lot.
that.
But listen, you give
I
me
don't care if you
Allison, I
like
give
him,
you,
mate,
I
to be
give,
honest.
I give you. I'm actually with you. I'm gonna give you Bissouma because you give me Allison. That
Yeah.
I don't even know
All
how
right,
that was actually an
who's the
argument.
other striker then? Or are we going
Midfield,
4-4-2 or midfield?
4-4-2 or midfield, whatever you want. What you choose, I'll let you choose.
Uh, go 4-4-2. Go 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. We mix it up. We mix it up.
okay. Right wing, we already know,
Salah.
obviously.
I mean, obvious, right? Unbelievable. Yeah. On the left, I mean, I would have said Doku, but he got injured, didn't he?
No, you're forgetting someone.
Come on, who am I forgetting?
Son,
Tell me. Yeah,
Son.
yeah. I was gonna say Son as a striker though, but yeah, I mean, look, Son. Yeah,
Yeah, Son,
I mean,
Son
look,
has to be there.
Son's played up front really though. He's gone back out on the left now because Richarlison's come back in the team.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Son started the season really up front and was banging in goals, and he stepped up to the plate because Harry Kane had left. But yeah, Son for me was always going to go in the side.
yeah.
Um,
He's world class. He can play anywhere. I
he
think
can
he
play
can play
anywhere.
anywhere.
Stick him on the left then.
Yeah, stick him on the left, and then obviously a striker. One of them has to be Watkins.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins. I mean that's standard. I think when I watch him, I still think he's got more. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you watch him and you think I feel like he should have more in the tank. His hold up play isn't the best. His runs are brilliant. His finishing, he's banging goals, but I still think he's got more in him. Like, I still think there's
Yeah,
more
it
he can
could be.
improve on in his game, like setting
I
the
I
ball,
I
holding it up, sticking.
I, I agree. I agree, but I love him. I actually
Yeah,
believe he could play anywhere as well. I believe, for example, Liverpool. I think he could play Liverpool easy as a number nine. I really
yeah,
believe he could be a starting at Liverpool, for example. At United, he could be a starting number nine at United.
yeah.
Obviously at City, no, because you have Haaland, but these two clubs, 100%. I really, really, really like Watkins a lot. And the other one,
Who's the other one? Who are we thinking here?
for me, I was thinking because I actually did the other day my best 11, my opinion. I was putting, but obviously I'm not sure what you think. Solanke,
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, yeah, great shout.
Solanke.
Yeah, yeah, he
He's
deserves to
having
be in there.
he's having a great season. Actually, obviously it's been a while since he left Liverpool, and it's many things happen. But I actually believe that he could be in the Liverpool team right now. I
Yeah,
actually believe that.
yeah.
He's unbelievable. He's good in the air. He's strong. He keep it well. He's quick. He finished well the chances. He's very complete striker. I really like him a lot.
Yeah, he's improved a lot this season, isn't he? Look, he's obviously always had it because
Yeah,
he's at Liverpool, but
yeah,
they obviously didn't see it enough. But he's gone away. He's worked on his game. Yeah, and you're right. He does. He looks really good. He's got everything really. When you look at him, he
yeah,
actually has got.
yeah.
He's strong. He's quick. hold up plays good. He can finish. He can put himself about. He can head.
Yeah.
He's a proper he's a proper target man forward who's got everything in the locker. So yeah, I mean, definitely should be in there. I'd have him at Tottenham tomorrow. I'd love him. I'd love us to try and sign him, but I don't know if Bournemouth need to sell him. I think they just signed a new deal, aren't they? Trying to sign him, just sign a new deal. So
Yeah,
yeah, good
obviously
shout, mate.
they don't need to. They don't need to sell him, but if they come with the right money at the end, it's like everything.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know. The right
definitely.
money these days, mate, is like 100 million. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I just think
Yeah,
it's got stupid, the whole transfer window, the
yeah,
money that people are having to spend now to get average players in. Do you know what I mean? You
yeah.
imagine, like, even you, Jose, you'd be worth 50 million this year just because you're left footed. Do you know what I mean?
No,
You know,
probably I
like,
will. I
couldn't
probably
trap
will
a
cost
bag of cement
80.
when you played for
Right
Liverpool.
now, right now, when I used to play, imagine my transfer from Newcastle to Liverpool. Now it will be 85, 90 million easy. Because I
It's,
deserve it. I was that good. Yeah, I mean, you probably will be 1 pound or two. In any transfer that happens. I actually
honestly,
will
mate,
pay
it's
more for
crazy.
you
The
now.
world's gone mad.
I will actually pay more for you now. When I watch the clips, from the game that you sent me, I actually will pay more for you now than when you used to play. I
I know.
actually believe you are better now. You need
I
to
think,
lose some weight, and then I think you play the Premier
I
League.
think I'm worth more. I actually sometimes walk around. I actually sometimes walk around the pitch now and think, mate, I'm pretty decent. I'm probably better now than I was when I was playing for Tottenham.
I actually believe that. I actually believe that.
It's gone mad though. Transfer fees have gone mad. It annoys me. January comes round. You ain't gonna. I just don't think we'll see any big major transfer fees of top players moving around because no one can afford them now. It's just stupid. The
Yeah,
people
yeah.
go, yeah, I want 120 million. Oh, come on, mate. Like, come on, knock it on the head. Like, you've seen it. Casado, Fernandez, like, you see it. These players ain't worth that much money. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
They're good players. But these players are midfielders and that, they're everywhere. I understand it if you're a centre forward and you're banging in 30 goals a season like Salah does, then you're worth over 100 million. Fine. But come on, let's knock
It's
this
how
on
it
the
is.
head.
It's
100
how it
million
is now.
pound for
It's
bang
how it is
average
now.
midfielders.
Jamie, but it's how it is now because the clubs they don't want to sell. I agree with you. I think the prices are crazy, but it's like you say now. Actually, if you want a top player, imagine Real Madrid wants to sign Haaland as a striker. What you gonna
Yeah,
ask for him? three
I
hundred
know, but
million.
no, I
Because
know, and it's stupid, but at least you know it's worth it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Harry
yeah, yeah,
Kane. Harry Kane goes to Bayern Munich, 100 million. He scored 30 goals. Do you know what I mean? So you go, that is worth the money. 100%. That's what it used to be. You pay out for the big strikers who win you titles, who win you trophies. You don't pay out £105 million for a centre midfield player. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, and I actually think it's degrading the Premier League of top quality players because the top quality players that want to come to the Premier League that we can attract because everyone wants to play in the Premier League now, teams can't sign them. They can't get them because they're too expensive. So you end up just getting average players,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you
I
get a load
agree.
of average players playing on 50, 60 grand a week who really and truthfully, 10 years ago when we were playing Jose, wouldn't even got on the bench. Look at Man
Yeah, yeah.
United's team. I look at some teams and think, really? You're playing for Man United? Like, really? You're bang
Yeah,
average.
Manchester United is very surprised to me how much they paid for the
Yeah, but
players in the
even
last
like,
few years.
even Liverpool, mate. Do you know, like, McAllister's, all right, good player. Endo, yeah, he's all right. I mean, I remember when it used to be Mascherano, Gerrard, and Alonso. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I just don't know if the standard's gone downhill a little bit because of all the crazy prices that we're seeing.
I
It's
think
just
I
it's
think with
mental.
Liverpool, for example, the midfield is like you say. I don't think the owners they are the kind of owners to spend a lot, so they are not
Yeah,
going for big players.
exactly. But
It's simple as that.
I think the Premier League's missing out. I think someone needs to get hold of them all and say, listen, come on, lads, let's knock this on the head. These £100 million fucking signings is stupid. Jose, we've seen another top player lose their job. Birmingham City sacked Wayne Rooney last week after a disaster class. I think he only won 2 games in 15, and they got rid of him. He come out and said that he thought he deserved more time. I mean, look, I know he wanted to bring in some of his own players. He probably would have got a few decent Premier League players from Man United or something, but he obviously didn't have the dressing room from the start because they've been shocking. And thought we'd do a rankum of ex pros who had a bit of a nightmare. You got Rooney, Gerrard, and Lampard. I mean, pretty harsh here because they're all my idols growing up and players that I've played against and graced the football pitch with are all great people. But I'll put Steven Gerrard as the number one because he's actually had success. He's won a
Yeah,
title.
yeah,
He's actually done something in the game where you go, yeah,
yeah.
that's worthy of being, at the top. He's won the title. So I think Gerrard deserves to be there, even though he's having a bit of a nightmare in Saudi. I think he deserves to be number one. I mean,
Yeah, I
Mourinho,
agree with you. The only problem with Stevie is that obviously the issue that people have is when he went to Aston Villa, then Unai Emery comes that he's a world class manager in my opinion, and
yeah,
now he's changed the. Now obviously he has new players, but last year he didn't, and he finished in completely different position. That's the truth. But of these three, like you say, I have a lot of respect for them. The one I have more of respect, obviously, is Stevie because I play with, and he's a fantastic guy as well. And
yeah,
I put him first, 100%. And second, in my opinion, it has to be Lampard, even if he's not being great. But he's been at Chelsea, Rooney's been in America,
yeah,
and in
yeah.
Championship,
And
so
Lampard did, in that transfer ban when he first took over Chelsea, he got him in the top four. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think he might have lost the final. Did he? I think he might have lost the final. So I mean, he has had half success where you'd say, yeah, he's done all right. He's obviously then had a bit of a nightmare since, but Rooney's just been a disaster.
Yeah,
I
he
don't, I
left
don't know, I
America.
don't know about you. I don't know about you, Jose, but I don't look at Wayne Rooney and see a gaffer. Right, Jose, FA Cup weekend, a massive, massive weekend of football action. But we have to focus on a few key games and one draw, which was just unbelievable. Like, out of all the teams to be pulled out, this gets pulled out. Sunderland v Newcastle. I mean, we've wanted this fixture for years. We've been waiting for it because Sunderland have been absolutely shocking. But they finally got that tie. And I tell you what, it ain't actually a bad tie for Sunderland. They're at home. They're playing against a Newcastle side who are under pressure, got injuries. I reckon they go into this fancying their chances to knock them out. I mean, this will be an unbelievable upset if they can do it and heap even more pressure on Eddie Howe.
I'm not sure about the pressure, in Eddie Howe because I believe
Oh, mate, they've won one game in seven. They've got the richest club. They're the richest owners in the world. They've got one game
yeah,
in
but
seven.
the truth that they've not been spending as one of Manchester City's done and everything like that. The players that they sign in, they are no world class players. Any of them. It's not like they're going for big names already and they are not
Mm.
doing well. They are the structure, the way they are thinking is different. But changing obviously coming back to the game. Obviously, I played, and it was one of the best games I ever been. I remember we played actually in Halloween, night, and we play against them. We beat them. We scored 5 goals against them, and actually, it's been one of the best games I ever been involved as a player because of the atmosphere. Playing against Sunderland was St. Jesse's Park. I love. I think this game, like you said, is one of the best derbies in the UK. Obviously, it's gone down because Sunderland, obviously, it's in the Championship now, was in League One after. But like you say, now they are doing really, really well in the Championship. They actually have a big chance to promote.
Yeah.
And I believe Newcastle is not going to be an easy game for Newcastle. I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. Actually, with all the injuries, it's going to be very, very tough game. And this game as well is something that maybe the Sunderland fans have been waiting for a very long time.
Yeah.
So actually believe, I hope Newcastle obviously win. I really, really hope they do. But actually believe Sunderland have more chances because Newcastle is going to injuries plus rest players as well. So it's going to be very tough for Newcastle. Very, very tough.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know how you can. I don't know if you can rest players in this game. Speaking to some Newcastle fans over the last week, mate, this game is massive to them. They can't lose this game,
It's,
Newcastle.
it's the
They
it's the
can't
best.
lose this game, mate. They might look. I think he's got to go strong and put them to the sword, win the game, and then maybe look to change certain things, take 3 players off who you need to protect. But they can't afford to lose this game, mate. Their season's over, really, if they lose this game because they're struggling. I think they're down in maybe ninth in the table in the Premier League, and I can't really see them
Yeah.
getting back amongst it for like Champions League. Even I think West Ham might end up finishing above them, and so this is a game that they have to win, and I think they need to have a decent little cup run to keep everyone on side because otherwise Mate, you know what it's like? I don't, all of a sudden fans will start turning. Don't matter how well you've
Yeah,
done at a football club,
I
fans will
I
start
think
turning and go, oh, maybe we do need to change. Maybe Mourinho. Why don't we go and get Jose Mourinho from Roma and give him a chance in the Premier League and see what he could do in Newcastle?
yeah,
There will be someone out there because they can attract anyone because of the money that they are willing to pay people. They could
yeah.
go and get a huge manager. And I think that's what Eddie Howe needs to be careful of.
Actually, you make a key point there, and it's true that the fans, how from good to bad, it goes very fast. And
Mm.
obviously, I think they are happy with Eddie because he came into the club, saved them from relegation. Obviously with some few signings. Then the year after, you play Champions League football. Because you finish in the top four. But like you said, this is a game now with how the team is looking right now, and the fans knowing that. Or after all the suffering under McAsley, you have proper owners now that they can spend in the club.
Yeah.
If you lose that game against the main rivals of Newcastle, because this is the main rivals, like you say, the fans could go, we even lose against these guys, because they really hate each other. They hate each other, It's how
Yeah.
this club, how these two clubs are against each other. It's massive, this. I really believe, like you say, you make a key point there, and I really believe the fans can turn and say, "Listen, we've been losing against these ones, against Sunderland, and they can turn against
Yeah.
the manager. It's
Yeah.
this kind of game. I actually believe
Mm.
if they beat Sunderland and lose the next round, it will not be as important. But
No,
losing
no,
against
no. Yeah,
Sunderland,
yeah,
wow, it will be very
exactly.
very tough
Yeah,
for Eddie.
yeah. The FA Cup's not hugely important for Newcastle. Yeah, you want to have a good run. You just can't lose this one. You
Yeah.
get knocked out by Burnley in the next game, no problem, fine. Like injuries, league's more important. You have to win this one. I'm going to go for a Newcastle win. I think they'll win 2-1. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a brilliant game. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go for a Newcastle win 2-1.
I have to go for Newcastle as well, even if I believe it's gonna be like you say, it's gonna be very, very tough game. But yeah, Newcastle has to pull this one off. Even with injuries, you can still compare the sides, So I'm gonna go for 2-0 actually for Newcastle.
Right. Let's talk about Arsenal v Liverpool. Another obviously massive game in the FA Cup. Great fixture. One of the big boys who are obviously going to go out early doors. Um, who's this more important to? Do you think Arsenal or Liverpool?
I think both, to be honest with you. I think Arsenal obviously last year
I
everyone
don't think they.
everyone
I don't
know.
think they really. I don't think they care either of them. I guarantee you'll see pretty much completely massively changed sides.
You think both of them they don't care?
Not about this. Not this season. No, they're both fighting for the title. They've got a massive chance of winning the title. The pair of them, really. If you look at it, Arsenal still in the hunt. And they've
Yeah.
got players who are going away for Afcon and Asia Cup. I
Well,
don't think
that's
they care,
true.
but
That that that
I don't think they care about this. Arsenal still got Europe, so many games. Liverpool maybe might need a bit more because might want to try and win the double, but it's all about the
Yeah,
Premier
well,
League
they
for them.
still have Europa League as well. Obviously, it's not Champions League, but they still have Europa League, and the Europa League
Yeah,
they're gonna go all the way. They're gonna try to go all the way. Like you say, probably they maybe don't play them because it's too many games. It's too many games. They need to make changes. 100%. Yeah, I agree with you. But it's sad. Like we were talking before, it's sad because actually it's a very nice competition to play. And
yeah.
actually it's
I've
a very
played in the
nice.
FA Cup final, mate. It was unbelievable. That run
Yeah,
I
I
had in
did
the
as
FA
well.
Cup was incredible, incredible
Who you
run. I
play?
loved
Who you
it.
play against? Who you play
We
against?
put
We play against Chelsea and lost it as well.
Yeah, we played against Chelsea, mate. Drogba scored free kick, 1-0. Thanks for coming at Wembley. Gutted.
Chelsea was the same against us.
Yeah,
Chelsea
I know,
against
mate. Or
Chelsea.
they were just unbelievable in finals, Chelsea, weren't they?
Yeah,
Especially like they
yeah.
just that era that me and you played in. Chelsea, you got to a final, they go 1-0 up, you've had it. You ain't coming back.
And like you say, Drogba with us, Drogba made the difference as well. What a player. I love him. I
Yeah,
love him.
yeah, he
He was
was. He was
fantastic player.
in finals, mate. He was just a joke, wasn't he? He was
Yeah,
just
he
a
was a
joke in
joke.
finals. Always stepped up. But yeah,
Yeah.
look, I mean, I don't know if the Glosovich changed a little bit for these. Maybe look, Liverpool obviously want to, win it. Arsenal need to win trophies. I think Arteta, look, they fell off a little bit, haven't they? Arsenal, they've crumbled a little bit, and they start going, oh, actually, Arsenal ain't the team that we all thought they were. He needs to win trophies. They spent a lot of money. He still needs to be competing at the highest level. All right, winning the title is obviously an incredibly difficult thing to do when you've got Man City in it. But you still need to try and win other trophies. There are other trophies out there to win, and you've got to try and win some of them.
Yeah, actually, we wanna come back because actually, with everything that you say now, and we've been talking about, who is more important to? I think it's more important to Arsenal now that I'm thinking about it because Liverpool last season was awful. Obviously, now they are fighting for the Premier League. They win it or not. For me, they don't make few signings now in January. I don't think they will win it. I think City is gonna win it because they have Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland is gonna be back very soon. Obviously, I hope I'm wrong, but that's my opinion. But Arsenal, like you say, at the end they spend a lot, and
Yeah,
Champions League is not enough anymore. They need to win something. Liverpool finishing in top four when you last year you didn't is already good.
yeah.
Even obviously winning the Premier League will be something crazy. But finishing top four is already very, very good and fighting for the Europa League. But Arsenal, like you say, I think is more important to Arsenal this game. It's more important, in my opinion. I'm not sure what you think.
Yeah. I'd probably have to agree with you, mate. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I mean, look, I think there'll be changes. I think Liverpool will make changes. I'll go for an Arsenal win because they're at home.
I cannot go against Liverpool. I'm gonna go Liverpool. I'm
You
gonna
don't
go
believe
Liverpool
that.
winning.
You don't believe that, though, do you? I know you
Yeah,
played for them, mate. It's all right. You can go against them. It's fine.
no, I'm not gonna against them. I think they're gonna. I always have to believe. I have to believe. But I actually think Arsenal is probably more favorite to win this one because the team they're gonna put out is gonna be stronger than Liverpool. But I'm gonna go 2-1 for Liverpool. I have to go against you as well. I have to
Yeah.
go against you, 100%.
Jose, we'll finish off with win, lose, or draw. Going to throw some fixtures at you, mate, and we'll just go from there. Some road ones apparently in here, so let's have a look. Tottenham v Burnley. I'm going to go Tottenham win.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Um,
totally.
Sunderland v Newcastle. We both said Newcastle win.
Yeah,
Chelsea v Preston. Got to go Chelsea win, haven't we?
it has to be Chelsea. Yeah.
Middlesbrough, Aston Villa. I mean, you got to go with the big clubs and go Aston Villa, ain't you?
I have to go with Aston Villa as well, yeah.
Man City v Huddersfield. I mean, great fixture for Huddersfield, but Man City are going to dominate and going to kill them, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree.
They put their reserves out and they're still going to absolutely bury them.
Yeah.
Here's a road one for you. Shrewsbury v Wrexham.
I have no fucking idea about this shit. With all my respect to both clubs, I have no idea about both of them. I don't know. I draw.
I'm gonna go Wrexham win.
I'm gonna go a draw just because I don't know. I don't have information.
Arsenal v Liverpool. We both gone Arsenal win, haven't we?
No. Don't change my one. I got Liverpool win. You got Arsenal.
Yeah, I've gone Arsenal and Liverpool win for you. Jose, that's it from us. Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Counter Attack. See you next week.